Anna Johnston talks about bad mental health, blames the show. Reality television has long been a source of fascination for audiences around the world. It provides an intimate look into the lives of individuals and families who are often thrust into the spotlight to share their unique experiences with viewers. For over a decade, 7 Little Johnstons captured the hearts of millions as it chronicled the everyday life of the Johnston family, parents Trent and Amber, along with their 7 children, all but one diagnosed with a form of dwarfism. What started as a heartwarming glimpse into a loving household navigating challenges became a cultural phenomenon. However, behind the camera's lens, not everything was as picture-perfect as it seemed. In a recent candid interview, Anna Johnston, the eldest daughter of the Johnston clan, opened up about her struggles with mental health, attributing much of her emotional turmoil to the pressures of being part of a reality TV show. Her revelations have sparked conversations about the darker side of fame, particularly when it comes to young people growing up on screen. For Anna, life changed dramatically when 7 Little Johnstons premiered in 2011. At just 16 years old, she suddenly found herself at the center of public attention. The show aimed to highlight the joys and challenges of raising a large family where most members live with achondroplasia, a genetic condition that causes dwarfism. While the series showcased moments of laughter, love, and resilience, it also brought scrutiny from outsiders eager to dissect every aspect of the family's existence. At first, Anna embraced the opportunity to share her story. She believed that the platform could foster understanding and break down stereotypes surrounding dwarfism. "I thought we were doing something good," she said during the interview. "But over time, I realized how complicated it really was." As the seasons progressed, so did the demands placed on the family. Filming schedules grew more intense, requiring them to balance school, work, and personal commitments while constantly being followed by cameras. Privacy became a luxury they no longer had, and the pressure to present a perfect image took its toll. One of the most significant issues Anna highlighted was the lack of privacy. Growing up under constant surveillance meant there was little room for normal teenage experiences. "You don't get to make mistakes without everyone watching," she explained. "Every fight, every bad day, it's all recorded and edited for millions of people to see." This unrelenting exposure left Anna feeling like she couldn't be herself. She described having to put on a brave face even during difficult times because she knew the cameras were rolling. Over time, this created a disconnect between her true emotions and what she allowed others to see. "I felt like I was living 2 different lives," she admitted. "There was the Anna on TV, and then there was the real me, the one struggling to keep it together." The editing process further exacerbated these feelings. Reality shows often condense weeks or months of footage into bite-sized episodes, sometimes portraying situations out of context. Anna recalled instances where conflicts were exaggerated or resolved too neatly for dramatic effect. "It wasn't always accurate," she said, "and seeing those versions of ourselves made me question whether anyone truly knew us." Anna's struggles with anxiety and depression began during her late teens, coinciding with the height of the show's popularity. She attributes much of her mental health decline to the stress of maintaining appearances and dealing with public judgment. Social media amplified these pressures, as fans and critics alike dissected everything from her fashion choices to her relationships. "It's exhausting," she confessed. "People think they know you because they've seen you on TV, but they don't understand what goes on behind closed doors." Negative comments online only added fuel to the fire, leaving Anna feeling isolated and misunderstood. Despite her family's unwavering support, she found it increasingly difficult to cope. Her lowest point came when she realized she was sacrificing her well-being for the sake of the show. "I kept telling myself that this was temporary, that things would get better once filming ended," she said. "But deep down, I knew I was losing pieces of myself along the way." When asked directly if she blames 7 little Johnstons for her struggles, Anna hesitated before responding. "It's not that simple," she said. "The show gave us opportunities we wouldn't have had otherwise, and I'm grateful for that. But looking back, I can't ignore how much it affected my mental health." She pointed out that the producers never provided counseling or resources to help the family navigate the psychological impact of being in the public eye. "We were expected to handle everything on our own," she explained. "And when you're young and vulnerable, that's a lot to ask." Anna also criticized the exploitative nature of reality TV, which prioritizes entertainment over authenticity. "They want drama," she said. "They want tears and arguments because that's what keeps people tuning in. But real life isn't supposed to be scripted." Today, Anna is focused on rebuilding her life outside the shadow of the show. Since 7 Little Johnstons concluded in 2021, she has taken steps to prioritize her mental health. Therapy has played a crucial role in helping her process her experiences and develop healthier coping mechanisms. "It's been a journey," she acknowledged, "but I'm finally learning to let go of the guilt and shame I carried for so long." She hopes that sharing her story will encourage others in similar situations to speak out and seek help. "If I can reach even one person who feels like they're drowning, then it's worth it," she said. "No one should have to suffer in silence." Anna also emphasized the importance of setting boundaries, especially in the age of social media. "You can't control what other people say or think," she advised, "but you can choose how much power you give them over your life." Anna Johnston's reflections serve as a poignant reminder of the complexities of reality television. While it offers a platform for representation and connection, it also comes with significant risks, particularly for young participants. Her story underscores the need for greater accountability within the industry, including measures to protect the mental health of those involved. For Anna, healing means reclaiming her identity beyond the confines of the show. Though her journey hasn't been easy, she remains hopeful about the future. "I'm still figuring things out," she said with a smile. "But for the first time in a long time, I feel like I'm heading in the right direction." As audiences continue to consume reality TV, Anna's words challenge us to consider the human cost behind the entertainment we enjoy, and to remember that real lives are far more nuanced than any episode can capture. Liz finally heads back to work after pregnancy, showered with support from Mom Amber. Fans of 7 Little Johnstons have watched Liz Johnston grow up on screen. From her teenage years to her journey into adulthood, viewers have been there through the ups and downs. Now, after recently becoming a mother, Liz is stepping into yet another major life transition, returning to work. And she's doing it with the full support of her biggest cheerleader, her mom, Amber Johnston. The young reality star has never shied away from sharing her life with the public. With the TLC cameras rolling, Liz has always been open about her personal milestones. But becoming a mother marked a particularly profound chapter in her life. Welcoming her first child was a mix of joy, exhaustion, and adjustment, as it is for most new moms. And after months of bonding with her baby and focusing solely on motherhood, Liz made the decision to head back into the professional world. For many new moms, returning to work is an emotional and logistical challenge. There's the guilt, the worry, the pressure to perform, and the deep longing to be near your baby during those early months. Liz wasn't immune to any of these feelings. She had voiced her concerns and nervousness on the show and to fans online, making it clear just how important this next step was in her life. But Liz didn't have to go through it alone. From the beginning, Amber Johnston has been a rock for her daughter. Known for her no-nonsense attitude and deep love for her family, Amber stepped in to help Liz navigate the roller coaster of new motherhood. Whether it was staying up late to help with feedings, offering babysitting support, or simply being there with a listening ear and some much-needed advice, Amber showed up in every way a mother could. As Liz prepared to head back to work, Amber's support became even more evident. According to sources close to the family and scenes captured on the show, Amber helped Liz sort through work clothes, prepare meals in advance, and coordinate a solid care plan for the baby. Her efforts weren't just practical, they were deeply emotional, filled with encouragement and pride in seeing her daughter thrive in a new role. Fans quickly noticed the bond between the two women. Social media lit up with comments praising Amber's parenting and applauding Liz for balancing the demands of work and motherhood with such grace. "Amber is mom goals," one fan wrote. Another commented, "Seeing Liz step into her power and still have that close relationship with Amber is so inspiring." The return to work wasn't just about professional duties for Liz. It represented reclaiming a part of her identity. While motherhood had reshaped her world in the most beautiful way, Liz also wanted to continue pursuing her personal and career goals. Stepping back into the workplace was a statement that being a mom didn't mean giving up on who she was or what she wanted to achieve. The journey wasn't without its hurdles. Liz was candid about the emotional tug-of-war that came with leaving her baby for the first time. The first few days were especially tough as she adjusted to a new routine and battled the classic mom guilt that so many women experience. But knowing her baby was in good hands, often with Amber, helped ease the transition. Amber, for her part, was more than happy to step in. Having raised 5 children, she knows better than most how hard those early months can be. She often shared heartfelt advice and stories from her own parenting journey, reminding Liz that it was okay to feel overwhelmed and that asking for help wasn't a sign of weakness but of strength. This return-to-work moment was also significant for 7 Little Johnstons as a show. The series has long balanced entertainment with heartfelt family moments, and Liz's new chapter added emotional depth and relatability. Viewers resonated deeply with the storyline, many of them having been in Liz's shoes themselves. The show managed to highlight not just the logistical challenges of returning to work, but the emotional nuances as well, all through the lens